Dana Shemesh. She's an Israeli female bodybuilder. She finished in the top 10 of her category at the Olympia Masters contest just last week in Romania. The achievement, well, carries multiple points of significance. Shemesh was the first Israeli woman to ever compete at the prestigious International Fitness and Bodybuilding Federation. Made a comeback of sorts, reversing her own retirement, announced in 2020 to, well, come back for this year's competition. And the life story and the recent exploits here. We're joined in the studio by Dana Shemesh, professional bodybuilder, and again, the first Israeli woman pro in this international circuit. So good to have you with us. Fresh back from this competition in Romania this time, the Olympia Masters. Look, tell us how this competition went. I mean, how'd you feel? You feel good? You feel strong? I know this. I want to touch on this. You came back from a short retirement, a couple of years, 2-3 years out of the game. Yeah. So how'd it go for you this last time?
Thank you for having me. It was a big respect and honor to compete in the Olympia Masters. It was a big dream come true. I worked for that a lot of years.
It was like 11-year hiatus. The tournament didn't take
11
place,
years I'm competing, okay. Yeah, wow. And training almost 20 years.
Wow.
So it's a big achievement, and it was. I'm very grateful that the Olympia Masters invite me and to the biggest stage of bodybuilding in the world, and to represent my country that I really love, Israel. That was a big history.
I mean, it's incredible. I understand. I mean, just to back up in your life story here, you know, today you're almost 20 years now, I think, as Israel's top female bodybuilder. You were the first, really, a trailblazer in this realm.
The first one, IFBB Pro. Yeah.
How did that go? I mean, I read somewhere in an article about you that you said people called you crazy, you know, at the time. Yeah. You started picking this up. Okay. It wasn't something you started doing in your, like, you know, childhood or anything. This was like your late 20s or 30s when you really got into it?
Yeah, I got late, but it's never too late, I guess. It was in age 29. I changed my whole life. And not just bodybuilding, not just training. I changed my career. I become self-employed. I was art director in a big advertise agency. That it was also my dream job. Yeah. But after years of working and scheduled with a lot of stress, you know, in advertisement, it's I wanted to make a change.
So where did weightlifting and bodybuilding come into it? Was it something always in the background? Or
no, I never heard about bodybuilding until age 29, when my friend invited me to a bodybuilding show in Israel. Wow. So that was my first time that I was exposed to that, and I was very inspired. Since then, it's like
that's amazing.
My life changed.
To go from, I mean, talk about a good friend, you know, kind of like had a hunch, you know, about you, maybe be interested in this. Now you're representing Israel on world stage, the top bodybuilder in the country. Incredible. Look, what else has this translated into your life? I understand you talk about life changes, but I mean, we know that, look, a life like this, it's a full, you know, regimen of activity, diet. But beyond that, you say your career shifted, you moved to the U.S. How is this, you know, taking your life and going like that?
Yeah, I understand that. When I was here in Israel, I was the top of the bodybuilding. I didn't have where to go, you know, so I love the challenge. So I had to challenge myself, and I understood that to become a professional bodybuilder in the world, I must compete overseas, you know, in a big shows. And so in the beginning, I did that when I was living here in Israel, but it was very tough to go back and forth, and very expensive too. And then I realized that I have to live there. If I want to become like that, I have to surround myself with those professional bodybuilding and learn from the best, and to train there, to eat there, and to live this life. And this is how I did it. It was very tough to move.
You had to overcome unique challenges. I mean, being the first female doing this, I mean, what were the men, you know, help? Was there an established scene there that sort of helped you bring you into it, or was it going to the U.S., finding the other women who were excelling in this to get into that circle, essentially?
Yes, of course. In age 39, I think it was when I moved, and I had everything here. I left everything, all my clients, my family, my friend. So it was a big step. But you have to be brave to make a big change, and also to believe in yourself, to have a vision. To know where you want to go and where you want to be. And I'm very glad that I did it. And I didn't listen to anybody.
The country's glad too. Right? The country, I think, is standing behind you at this point. We're all glad you did it. Fantastic. Dana Shemesh, keep up the good work. I know this has brought you back, this competition. I can see in your eyes, this has reinvigorated perhaps your spirit of competition in this realm. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much. I just want to say one more thing, if you
of course,
let me. tell to the people to follow their dream and you really believe in themselves, and don't be afraid to be different, okay? To choose your own path, because I choose my own path, not like all Israeli women, you know, that usually get to go to the army. I served in the army 2 years, and then they go to school, get married, children, and all this. I choose a different path, so don't be afraid to do that. You know, we live once, so
great
we
message.
should make it better.
Wonderful. You're an inspiration, no question about it. Good to have you with us. It's an honor to have you in the studio. Keep up the good work.
Thank you so much.